Wisconsin. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, again to Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
With the handoff.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. It's caught. Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Flushed out right. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
3. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
12. 1st down, Buccaneers.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
More Packers 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 17 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
That ties the game at 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 34-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, now Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up
to throw is Rodgers. To throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Shotgun now for Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
9 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 50. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams. 49 yards.
10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Aaron Jones.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Steps away, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Crosby with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it first and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
45-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 48. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. This is Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be taken at the 10. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got you, Pop. 45, 45. Mike, 45. All day, here, Mike.
Throwing again. Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. Caught left side by Funchess. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Brady's throw there complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a play fake. Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On first down, Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Buccaneers.
Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The give is to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
And inches.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there. First down. To throw is Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A give to Jones. And he's got room. And he's into the clear. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 57 yards. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Ronald Jones.
And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Howard complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here, because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And Suckup will put this one right through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This one complete to Tanyan underneath.
Rodgers pass.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Brings up
now Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. This to advance to the divisional round. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw of overtime for Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Oh, so close, but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's fourth down.
Fourth down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Taking it about the 16. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
6-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Well, here's a 1st down throw that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Buccaneers' 19-yard line.
26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Green Bay Packers. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Pierre-Paul on the stop.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And 10.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's a touchdown in overtime. And they are marching on to the playoffs. The Charles, on the losing side of things, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winning.